The book of the prophet Ezekiel. Ezekiel was a priest who had been living in Jerusalem during the first Babylonian attack on the city. And they spared the city, but they took a first wave of Israelite prisoners and hauled them off into exile, and Ezekiel was among them. So the book begins 5 years after all that, and Ezekiel is sitting on the bank of an irrigation canal near his Israelite refugee camp.
You may see something that is like really sad, but also kind of funny.
And it's his 30th birthday, no less, the year that he would have been installed as a priest in Jerusalem. And then all of a sudden, Ezekiel has this vision. He sees a storm cloud approaching, and then
So he's 30, and he should be like having his moment of being a priest, and he's like just living by living by a bank by a river, like in poverty, exile, refugee status.
No, it's like he's depressed. He's not eating his cake with his one candle in it.
inside the cloud are 4 strange creatures that have wings outstretched and touching each other. And these creatures each had 4 faces. And then he saw 4 wheels, one by each creature. And then he saw that the wings of the creatures were supporting this dazzling platform. And then on that platform is a throne. And then sitting on that throne is this human-like creature, glowing and shrouded in fire. And then all of a sudden Ezekiel realizes what he's seeing. He calls it the appearance of the likeness of the glory of the Lord. It's God riding his royal throne chariot. Now the word glory, in Hebrew it's kavod, it means heavy or significant. The biblical authors use this word to describe the physical appearance and manifestation of God's significance when he shows up in person. These images in the vision, they're very similar to what happened when God appeared on Mount Sinai in the book of Exodus. And it's also very similar to the depictions of God's presence over the Ark of the Covenant. And that's actually the most shocking thing about Ezekiel's vision. What is God's glory doing in Babylon? It's supposed to be above the Ark of the Covenant, in the temple in Jerusalem. And so the first section of the book opens to explore that question as Ezekiel begins to accuse Israel of rebellion. So God first speaks to
Well, he's seeing seeing something cooler.
If I was him, I'd be eating my cake already.
Can you imagine right there? This shows up. If you had cake in your mouth, your mouth will drop and the cake will just go bleh. You know what I mean?
I would still eat it.
That's a crazy scene.
Okay, it makes sense.
I mean, it's the equivalent of a bomb going off in front of you, but much more majestic because it's God's glory.
I think I'd still be eating my cake.
Dude, I will be absolutely enamored. Just like this thing, I mean, it is 20, 30 feet tall. This is showing right in front of you. Oh my gosh, that will be nuts. What a nutty image to see. You may love cake, but you need to say how shocked you'll be if you saw this something like the size of a skyscraper. This image appearing right in front of you. It'll be like Attack on Titan giant status, just poof, appears right in front of you.
I still eat my cake. Okay?
You're
cake too much. I should probably stop eating cake.
Ezekiel from the throne chariot, and he commissions him as a prophet. Ezekiel is to accuse Israel of breaking their covenant agreement with God in a couple ways. Israel has given their allegiance to other gods and has been worshiping idols, and this has all led to rampant social injustice and violence. And so as a result, God appoints Ezekiel to warn the people. The first Babylonian attack that took Ezekiel into exile is going to be matched by another, and Jerusalem, its temple, all face imminent destruction. So Ezekiel uses words and more to get his message across. He also performs sign acts. These were a form of street theater. Ezekiel would go out in public and start behaving in these really bizarre ways that were like parables of his prophetic message. So he was supposed to build a tiny model of Jerusalem and then stage an attack on it. Or he was to shave off all of his hair and then chop it up with a sword. Or the most extreme, he was to play the role of the scapegoat on the Day of Atonement. And he would lay on his side for over a year, eating food cooked over poop, as a sign of the nasty food that people will have to eat during the siege of Jerusalem. And perhaps the most disheartening thing of all is the bad news God gave Ezekiel that no one was going to listen to him. Israel would reject him because of their rebellious and hard heart. And this recalls Moses' description of the people after the wilderness rebellions, when he predicted that exile would one day happen, and Ezekiel had the unfortunate privilege of seeing it all come to pass. And so a dismayed Ezekiel, he begins to perform his task. And after about a year, he has another vision. This one is about the temple. He goes on this virtual tour of the temple, and he sees what's happening there in his absence, and it is not good. In the outer courtyard in front of the temple, he sees this large idol statue. And then he sees the elders of Israel worshiping other gods, both outside and inside the temple. And then he sees the women of Israel. They're worshiping a Babylonian god named Tammuz. And the vision ends with God's glorious throne chariot moving up and away from the temple. It's leaving, going east, headed towards Babylon. And so in chapter 11, we come to see why and how God's glory appeared to Ezekiel there in Babylon. Israel's idolatry and their covenant violations, it's become so blatant and offensive that God has left his temple. They've driven him away, and he consigns it to destruction. But God hasn't abandoned his people. Rather, he goes into exile with them. And so at the end of this vision in chapter 11, God promises that he will return a remnant of Israel back to the land, and he'll transform them by removing their heart of stone and giving them a new, soft heart of flesh, so that they can love and truly follow their God after all. This is a small glimmer of hope, and it's quickly submerged under the reality of the imminent destruction. But chapter 11, it's a key transition, and it helps us understand how the rest of the book has been designed. So the next 3 sections are all announcements of God's judgment, first on Israel, then on the nations around Israel, and then on Jerusalem itself. But then after that, the hopeful conclusion of chapter 11 gets developed in the final 3 sections of the book. First, hope for Israel, then for the nations, and then for all creation. Chapters 12 through 24 focus on God's judgment coming to Israel. And this is a diverse collection of poems and essays. And here Ezekiel shows his fondness for parable and allegory. So he depicts Israel as a burnt, useless stick, or as a rebellious wife, or as a dangerous, raging lion that gets captured, or as 2 promiscuous sisters. These are all depictions of Israel's senseless rebellion and idolatry that results in their ruin. In this section, Ezekiel also acts like a lawyer. He begins arguing the case that, first of all, Jerusalem's destruction is truly deserved after centuries of covenant violation, and that even if the most righteous people in the world, like Noah or Daniel or Job, were alive and praying for God to spare Israel, God would not accept their prayers. It's far too late. And so God's goodness actually demands that he bring justice on this generation of Israel. The exile has become
This is where
Yeah,
God is talking where.
that's a delightful thing about having these kind of comic book strip, because the reality is lawyers did not look like that 2000 for 3 to 4,000 years ago. But they can show, like, with modern depiction of him looking like a lawyer going, guilty, guilty, guilty.
You take a stick. No, wait, what? Okay.
You see what I mean? Like,
inevitable. They've reached the point of no return. Following this, Ezekiel focuses first on the nations immediately around Israel, and then on the 2 most powerful states in the region, Egypt and then Tyre. Israel has allied with these nations and adopted their gods and their idols, and so God accuses the kings of Tyre and Egypt for arrogantly viewing themselves as gods who get to define right and wrong on their own terms. And God holds these kings accountable for their pride, and he announces that he will use Babylon to bring them down. They will face God's justice along with everybody else. Following these really intense sections is a short story in chapter 33. Ezekiel's met by a refugee who's just arrived from Jerusalem, and he gives him the report that Babylon has attacked the city of Jerusalem, that the city has fallen, and the temple is destroyed. Ezekiel's grim warnings have become a reality. But remember, the end of chapter 11, that's not the end of the story. And so in the next video, we'll explore Ezekiel's profound vision of hope. But for now, that's the first half of the book of Ezekiel.
So, whew, all right. So it's almost like the book of Isaiah, where the very beginning is like compromise, and hope. You know what's really cool about the New Testament is it starts off with every letter after the gospel starts off, Jesus has done this, so now live the good life, live the life for the other. And it's like, it's interesting how like that pattern, it's different, because here it shows Israel, like here's the goodness of Yahweh. Israel has not been faithful, so judgment is going to happen. So here's the hope coming. Does that make sense? And then in the New Testament, in the epistles, like in the writings of epistles, that's what they're called. The letter, like the letters of Roman, is called epistles. The papers themselves are called epistles. It's called like the epistle to the Romans. I think it means letter. Let me just make sure. All right, try to type E. P. Okay. I. Epistle is a type of formal letter. See? Yeah, I wasn't talking about the apostles. The apostles are people. Epistle just means it's a type of writing. Yeah. So here's the pattern that we're seeing a lot. Compromise with the prophets. Compromise. Their heart has like reached levels of hardness, and so they need a new heart. He has abandoned his people, and that's what we're going to see here. And then we also talked about how in the New Testament, it actually talks about Jesus, who didn't compromise. He's the fulfillment. And so because of that, let's live righteously, and let's look forward to the future hope when all wrongs are made right, all crookedness are made straight. All right, friend. Yeah, we can start. All right, this is my first time playing New Horizon on the updated keyboard. Isn't this pretty? I'm like, all right, I gotta get good. G. O. G. Did not want to look up Manhunt.
Of course not. Well, wait, if you're here, I think you know what I'm gonna do. Right?
Bum 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 bum. Are you trying off against law again?
Yeah, might as well.
So you could just pretty much keep grinding this, right? It seems like you can.
Yeah, I can keep finding it. May not get it,
But what's nice is you're decent enough that you don't have to, like, you do enough damage generally. You don't have to, like, just fight and hope that you do enough damage. Yeah, nice. It's a flat. So,
It's in it.
what are you hoping to get from, what weapon that synergizes with your fruit that you're hoping to get? Is it his sword? Oh yeah, that's his sword. So it does, using it with the sword grants it 4 moves. Oh, okay. So literally it grants moves. Oh wow. Actually already feels really nice. It's insane. How actually,
There are snap maw carcasses everywhere.
and so it's insane,
No
like
wonder the Glinthawks
just
were drawn
simply
here.
having control do. It's crazy how like control does nothing. All right. It's crazy how simply just having it no longer just be mirror, like having the actual keys there, how much of a difference they make. What's up?
Okay.
In this show. Well, I think it's with your, it's also with your, so from your items alone, you're getting 5 stamina regen. You have your base stamina regen. So that's what you're seeing.
Whoever did this must have left tracks from the blinds. Amateurs will leave easy tracks to follow.
How do you like it? It's in English now.
Those blinds up there concentrate fire on a target. Makes it impossible to fight back. It's a cheat, and a wasteful one too.
Outfit. Going full sneaky. Sneakiness. Oh, I do. Even more sneaky.
Oh.
Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
Oh. I swear,
Hmm.
These must be the snap maw hunters. I'm here on behalf of the nearby village. Seems your kill zone is creating a Glinthawk problem for them.
Yeah, well, they're not the only people with problems. If we don't get enough Snapmaw hearts to pay off a loan, we lose everything.
I don't follow.
I borrowed shards to buy seeds. The harvest went bust, and now they're coming for the debt. We could lose the farm, our home.
I'm sorry about that, but Glinthawks are attacking people because of what you're doing here.
Not my problem. None of us are leaving until I get what I came for.
None of us?
You didn't think it was just us two, did you? You already have one? Well, that's impressive. All right, then.
There, the heart you need. Now what about your promise?
A deal's a deal. And now I can pay off my debt. We won't be back.
Good. Keep it that way.
Aloy. Congratulations are in order. I wanted to make sure you could handle yourself.
You were watching the whole time?
Of course. Tarkus, may the sunlight is passing, taught me many things. First of which was, a hawk never abandons their thrush.
Wait. Are you saying...
I'd like to sponsor you for membership. What do you say to hunting machines, winning trophies, and unseating Assis?
I'm in. I'll meet you back at the lodge as soon as I'm able.
Oop. Man, these keep like these keys
Easy,
just,
easy.
these just feel really nice on the hand. Oh, again, you're not the one, like these keys just feel nice. I'm
Wow. Bob, stop using knockback.
patterns on this flower are so strange.
Playing for an hour about enough. He needs a better. Yeah, I've seen better.
I'm in town. Ooh, perfect. I can finally get that. Ooh, corrosion. Oos. Finally throw that.
bright day for getting things done.
The machines have become aggressive of late. None so deadly as Redmond. Sometimes.
You'll like what I have for sale. I
Back from the
promise.
wilds. You ready? Come on back if you find you there, Outlander. Do you have relics to trade? I've got all the best goods here. I've got all the best goods here. Red is no ordinary lumberjack. If an ordinary one weren't bad enough.
At the center of every...
Yes. Yes. I will leave you to the hunt. What do my tired eyes see? A hunter, surely. Come, talk to me a moment.
Only the finest goods here. See for yourself.
Welcome back. Yes? May you enjoy your... Perhaps your travels have taken you through ancient ruins? Let us speak of it.
Would you like to buy something today?
Don't forget. out
next
these
door
wares.
keeps me up.
Check out these wares. Won't find better wares.
Huh?
Let's have a chat. Ah, you're back. Ah. Till we meet, could you spare a moment to speak of the finer thing?
Don't pass up these. It costs you a shard just to look. Your purse is heavier in the evening than it was in the morning.
Everyone needs a splash of color in their lives. Come, let's talk it over.
Talana, always a pleasure. I see you've brought your pet.
Greetings, Sunhawk. I hereby sponsor Aloy of the Nora for membership in the Hunter's Lodge.
No. Look at her. She's lowborn, a savage. This is beneath even you, Talana.
She has fulfilled the requirements. And Sun King Avad decreed the lodge should be open to all. Would you like to take it up with him?
The word of the Sun King is indeed law. Even though it will bring ruin to the lodge, so be it. Do you, Aloy of the Nora, pledge to act rightly and nobly when in service to the lodge all the days to follow?
I do.
Members of the lodge, even though Tarkus is barely cold, I present to you Aloy of the Nora. Member and Thrush, what say you all?
To the hunt!
Sponsoring an outlander. While you make meaningless gestures, I'll be finding Red Maw.
To see a Nora outside
This is a good day. Now that you're a Thrush, you should improve your reputation. Why don't you hunt down a Thunderjaw and a Stormbird?
You want me to go trophy hunting?
You're not just any Thrush. You're mine. And you better make me look good.
But what about Redmaw?
I will find him. And when I do, I expect you to be there.
Hello, Pico user.
Cool.
Ugh. Gonna have to run my... Let's try. A fork. This must be when Hassan was supposed to check in. Tough, but I'm used to it. The scrapes.
Nice to meet you, Lindia Jojo Bunt.
Maybe my focus will see something. It looks like there was a scuffle here. If someone dragged Nassan off, there should be tracks. Oh, here we are. Let's see where they went.
Bones. Sorry, man. Yep. Any of these I can just use my new items for. Quest. Move machine components with the Terra Blast. Should chill our canisters using free arrows. Enrage machines with corruption. Power cell. The power cell. The blaze canister. Different. What? We'll just use the weapon I just got for. It's like a melee item remover. I mean, like, but you'll see. Like melee range. That is funny. Dude, that thing just... That is beautiful. It just says... Buy... Yeah, it's like buy parts.
This'll help.
Oh, I see. I got Shadow Cartel to deal with. Alright, I'm done focusing on that. Because all my missions for this are... all my missions for this are with... Right. Alright. Alright, time to take out the cartel. Alright, do this. Reveal me your secrets, reveal me your secrets, reveal me your secrets. It's a it is a sniper bomb. I mean, I think it's literally its
The Shadow
name.
Carja outpost. Let's hope Nassan is inside.
Oh wait, 3. Well, if they see me killing someone right next to them, see, boom, notices. And so they're doing all the alarm sounding. Intruder alert. Yeah, this game just great. No, so what I have is, so like I have a perk where I could do 2 at once if I want to. No, it counts as 2. But I didn't get my arrow back. It may look like that, but I didn't get it back. Or just some more misunderstanding. All right, let's show me your secret. Show me your secret. Show me your secret. Reveal me your secret. Reveal me your secret. Oh, got 2. Oh man. Oh, and this guy's gonna be like, dead body. Oh no, he's in a different room. I am the shadow. Strikes it. Aloy. There's like a future tribal Batman. Nope. Actually, they show Batman. There is like the future Batman, but like Batman's like DC. They put him as like modern time. Well, I mean, he looks like he was dozing off.
One day I was thinking.
Dun, 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 dun. Ah. Wait for it to be fully charged. All right, come on. Your head? That's right. Oh, I didn't have it fully charged. Like, oh, what arrow got on my head?
Where are you at?
That wasn't hard. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Hmm. I haven't watched Jujutsu Kaisen, so
They've gotten Hassan all right. He needs help.
Let's try this again. I'll keep it simple since you're obviously feeble. What were you doing out by the fork?
It was a picnic. With
this. Trapper. I think that's what I have the most of. Lightning. Oh. We're moving. Nope.
That one.
Look.
Dad.
Woohoo! What?
That hurt.
Oh.
Only a little blood.
Ooh. Oh. Come on. Oh my gosh. There we go. Still getting used to my. Ah! Part of me that likes to save my resources always puts myself in binds.
Try me now.
If there's any left. We're literally shooting explosive fireworks, yeah.
Kinjeev sent me. Let's get you out of here.
I thought that old salt had abandoned me. Guess I owe him a slap on the back. Come on, this way.
You aren't leaving here alive. Oh. Alright. Woohoo. Oh. You bombing? That was nice. Synchronized grappling. You aren't going nowhere. Ambush! You have been ambushed!
Kinjeev told me about the cause. Did you lose the shipment?
No, it's hidden nearby. There's a lot of hungry people in Sunfall that will be happy to see it.
Good. Now, listen. When you head back to Meridian, talk to a noble named Ravon. If you're honest with him, I think he'll help.
Beg a high blood for help? But after everything you've done, I can't refuse. But for now, I'm bound for Sunfall. Be safe.
Do this hunting grounds.
I'll tuck that away.
What the heck's going on over there? What is that? Oh, those kind of robots. Rabbit skin. Goose. Okay. West. Tutorial. Shoot chill water. I think they have power cells. Shock arrows. Inventory. Human sick. Oh, can I? This is more things that I can use my user resources for. Oos, that's awesome. Oh, that's sweet. Hey, all the stuff I collected gets good use. Okay. Hey. Ice can. The heck? Yeah. Oh. Where? I'm going the completely the wrong way. Oh, you have 5 of them. Is this like a guaranteed drop after you, after you do it now? You got 5 of them? If that's a glitch, you could probably trade those in for how much value is that? I imagine you could trade that in. If you get 5 of those, dang. Yeah, look up if it's a 1% chance. Oh, legendary fruit chest. I see. The legendary fruit chest blueprint. Sell that one. I had the previous model. Oh, I got to make sure I unequip. Oos, 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 oos. All right, did you fly Hawkeye? Because we're at time, so. Okay. Sell that weapon. Here we go. All right. That, any outfits I can get. For, that's all I need. This is crystal bindings. Yeah. A legendary fruit chest. Does that also have a chance to give mythic? All right, but we're at time. So we gotta do long walk and reading. All right, friends, we're off. We'll be back. Love you guys. Peace.